as you can tell by the description, or actually by the title, I clearly can't think. By the title, I'm going to talk about Seaworld Carnivale. For those that don't know what Carnivale is, it's basically Seaworld, our famous water theme park with all the animals. Seaworld, with like a festive vibe to it. So yeah, that's it. No, I'm okay. I'm only kidding. Okay, so my family and I won free tickets to go to Carnivale. So we went the Thursday and we went the Friday. The Thursday is an unofficial Carnivale night. So it was quiet because Friday and Saturday was its main nights, and it goes for 6 nights in January during the school holidays. But both those nights were pretty much sold out, so they added an extra night, a one-off extra night, just for the hell of it, I guess. And so we went to the Thursday night. And I don't know, I guess the first time, not only was it the first time this year for us to go to Carnivale, but the first time ever for us to go to Carnivale. So to me, I was expecting bigger and better and over the top, and I don't know, I was expecting big. Yeah. But I don't know, I went and I was like, is that all? Like, you serious? Like, you kidding me? Glad we won free tickets, because it's not worth the price tag. Ooh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. So, no, I think the price starts for an adult about $40, $50 upwards for an adult, and for a child it's like $20, $25. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't pay. It was free, so it's all good. Sorry. Usually when I'm hyped up about something, I usually hate the price tag to it. So anyway, so we went for the first time on Thursday, and we got there pretty early. We got there maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and Carnival doesn't start till 6. So for the last few hours of SeaWorld, we just kind of went around and saw the animals and went on the rides and did what the kids wanted to do, because it's a theme park, it's aimed towards families, so it's what they wanted to do, no big deal. Come 5 o'clock, they tried to kick everybody out. Like, okay, but if you had a wristband on, they would let you stay in the park, but you had to go to a designated area because they were trying to get everyone else out before they could open the park up. And since Carnival didn't start till 6 and you were already there, they had to make you wait like an hour. It's like, okay, so we sat around for an hour going, okay, what do we do? We're just gonna whatever. So you couldn't go anywhere because everyone was trying to shut up and trying to get everyone, all the crowds out. So that was fine. So come 6 o'clock, it started to get busy and you could see that. But it's pretty much SeaWorld after dark. So the kids were like, I want to go on rides, I want to go on rides. So, you know, we tried to steer them away from the rides because it was our first Carnival. Oh, I got highlighter on my fingers. Sorry. So we tried to steer them away from the rides because it was our first Carnival. And so throughout the night they had characters. I think they said that it was done by Aqualight or some company like that. So they had all these different characters. They had a jester, they had fire breathers, you know, fire twirlers, whatever they're called. I don't know, I apologize. I know they were huge in Lilo and Stitches, you know, the ones where the guy that Nani liked did the fire sticks. Yeah, that's how I can explain it, because that's how I know it. But they had all those, so that was pretty cool. And seeing that in person is something that's kind of rare, because we don't really see fire twirlers and fire breathers and fire eaters in person, especially with little kids around, because it's kind of dangerous for kids. So we were like, oh yeah, this is cool. So we sat there and watched it. And then every so often, like every couple of seconds or so, we'd walk past a few different characters. There'd be ladies on stilts, there'd be jesters, there'd be ladies on roller skates, there would be acrobats, and it was okay. I mean, the characters were pretty interesting. So we got plenty of photos with them, which I'm more than happy to share some of them with you guys. They will be on my cosplay Facebook page, so links in the description box, and some of them will also be on my Instagram as well. And then we sort of met up. We bumped into, I guess, some of the performers that we knew. One of the teachers who did the Islander performances, the hula girls and the guys in the red skirts, so the Islander performances. I think it's called LauraAnnProductions. they're on Instagram as well and Facebook, and I'll find their links and put it in the description box. We know them because the guy that played the drums for the night, he is actually one of the teachers for my sister. He does the culture club, which is kind of like teaching students Islander dances. So he teaches my siblings. So it's like, yes, we know you. We know your whole class of people that you brought out tonight. So we saw them. They were pretty cool. I mean, what isn't it? Islander performances. They're cool. They are. I'm not even kidding. They're awesome. It's like, oh man, I wish I could dance that great and look that good. Yeah. And then I don't know. Then comes 7:30. They had their lighting display, which is pretty much just cool water effects with projector lights thrown in. And then they had the fire breathers again, and that was it. And then you got the 8:30 show, which is just a repeat of the 7:30. So the first night that we went, it was kind of boring. We were like, okay, is that it? Like, kids want to go on rides, but this is our first time coming, so we want to see the characters. And I think I just spent more time sitting down trying to hold our seats for the water show than anything else. And I was like, okay, like, great, what do we do? It's really boring. But we went back to Friday night. I know, it makes sense, right? We complained that it was boring, but, you know, free tickets, why not make the use of it? So we went back to Friday night, and again, the Friday was clearly a little bit different because we were told the Friday was sold out. So, of course, we were expecting to be crowds, but it wasn't that crowded. I mean, according to my mum, on the Thursday night, it was chaos. You know, you had to hold your hands of your kids, of your family in a single line and walk in a single line because you couldn't get past anybody. But the the Friday night, you could put your arms out and pretend you're an airplane. That's how much space there was. And you're like, it's sold out? No. But the line for the rides, which we let the kids go on this time, the lines for the rides makes more sense, were long. My siblings kept wanting to go on the Storm, which is like a roller coaster that you get wet in. And that was like an hour wait. And my siblings were like, no, we're not waiting an hour. So they just went on the kiddie rides that were shorter. And of course it was the same characters again. We saw the Jester, we saw the Islander dancers, we saw the ladies on stilts, we saw the acrobats, and it was cool. But I don't know, I think we were kind of, again, like I said, we were kind of disappointed because we had heard so much about Carnivale. We expected this boom, spectacular display, and it was like, oh, okay, cool, right, is that it? One thing that I was really disappointed about, throughout the park they have 4 floats. They have a crocodile float, which is near the kiddies play area. They have a skull, a female mask thing, and they have Poseidon, or maybe it's Neptune, I don't know, up near the jellyfish exhibit. And they did nothing with those floats. They just kind of sit in their position, locked safely so it doesn't roll into gas. And it just has like a smoke effect every so often. And I'm like, really? Like, that would have been cool to see that in that lighting show, or would have been cool to just, you know, block off pathways and have like the king of the ocean come down, or the queen of Carnivale, or whatever. Like, I don't know, make something up. Have characters where you can just put the boat through. But then I realized it probably would have been unsafe. But if Seaworld was smart, or whoever, Aqualight or whatever, were smart, they could have been like, we'll put this in the show, so we'll, you know, block off roadways so we can get the boats in and out. And it's like, but they didn't do anything, so that was disappointing. But I don't know, it's, like I said, it's basically SeaWorld After Dark, except you can't go in Castaway Bay, which is your little kiddie pool area that's family friendly. It's a theme park, of course it's family friendly. But that's up in the corner and that's all blocked off. So you can't go on there for the night, and you can't see the animal exhibits. Which is like, okay, so you can't watch the seals, the dolphins, you know, stuff like that. That's okay. So all you've got is the kiddie rides and a couple of roller coasters and whatever's up near the front of the entrance of SeaWorld. So it was like, okay, like, what do we do? So when you're there, because it starts at 8, and even though they say finishes at 9. It technically finishes at 8:30 because that's when they close everything up. So they give like 8:25. They give up their last call and be like, "Hey, yes, thanks for coming, but we're closing in 5 minutes." People who are controlling the rides, they have their proper names. I don't know. Make sure you start cutting off your lines now. So yeah, so they do that call off. So that's pretty much it. Come 8:30. So yeah, basically on the back of this is your little program for Carnivale. Woo. There were a lot of them. I actually loved their little costumes. They were like on stilts, and they were like beaded bras and G-strings that were beaded, which looked uncomfortable to wear, but looked really cool to see in person. And then they had big headwear. It's like, holy crap, lady, you're on stilts, you got this crazy headwear, and you're wearing like a G-string and a bra set, and you're like, how are you still like, oh. Like if that was me, I'd be like, nope, I need layers, and I'm not wearing stilts if you want me to wear big ass headwear, and you gotta compromise. Yeah. But you know, those ladies are cool, and seeing that in person was pretty cool. So inside, you know, it's pretty much a standard SeaWorld park map. But you've got your little mask and music shaker decorating, which is like make your kids' own mask, which costs like upwards of $10. Actually, no, starts at like $5 and goes to $10, which is like, whoa, what the hell? And then you just got your usual crap. There wasn't, like SeaWorld normally has a Nickelodeon owned and SeaWorld owned mascots out, which they didn't have. It was all about the Carnivale stars, which was okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to see your Nickelodeon stars, you clearly go out during SeaWorld hours and not during Carnival hours. But I don't know. It would have been cool to see the two of them mingled together, because you would have had like Chase from Paw Patrol dancing to the mariachi band, and you would have had like Dora, and Boots running around, you know, watching the acrobats or some crap. I don't know. Make something up. You guys are supposed to be the ones with the brains. That's why you have theme parks. I'm the one behind the computer. I need a new job. Sorry. Totally unrelated to this topic. So back to this. So on the back it tells you everything. So you got your 6 o'clock open, 7:35 lighting display, 8:30 lighting display, 8:30 everything closes, and 9 o'clock goodbye SeaWorld. Yay! But then you wait in the car park for almost 2 hours trying to get out, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, and you just want to go home. It's like, we've been here all day, I want to go home. It's worse when you have to get up 5 a.m. for work the next day, which I wouldn't recommend going out to Carnivale and doing an open. I think I spent more of my shift going, can I go home and go back to bed? I was so tired doing that. I regret that. But, you know, whatever. So, you know, if it's short notice, I can't get days off work, just saying. But, you know, my siblings loved Carnivale, so I guess Carnivale is more suited towards kids and watching all this cool stuff and then wanting to go on rides. But why would you pay the hefty price tag just for that? I didn't think it was worth the price tag, because like I said, I was told that it was upwards of $40, $50 for an adult and around the $20, $25 mark for children. Personally, I don't think it's worth the price tag. My mom said the same thing. She's like, it's not worth the price tag. You know, if we didn't win free tickets, we wouldn't be going. So it's like, okay, well, we went, we've done it, we're not doing it again. Like, it's just, no. You could have paid and seen that stuff for like less than that at like a charity concert or at a special occasion market, or I don't know, like a big circus production that normally just hangs around the corner in your street and charges a couple of bucks for tickets. It's not worth the price tag. But like I said, my siblings loved it, my mum and I didn't. If you're a kid, you're clearly going to love it a lot more. If you're an adult, you might rather just sit on the sidelines, which I think a lot of adults did last night and Thursday night, and yeah, it's, yeah. So, who else went to Carnivale? Or who has been to Carnivale, whatever. Did you think it was actually worth it, or am I right in saying it wasn't? I don't know. Tell me what you thought. But I do have videos of the aqua show, and I do have plenty of photos to share, which will, again, like I said, will be on my Facebook and on my Instagram, so links in description. And keep an eye out for the rest of my Seaworld videos. Actually, I took like 2. And now both of the light show because my hands are full because I bought a new camera, so I was testing it out the night. It's really annoying because I can't zoom properly. It's not the lazy zoom. You have to hold the lens and zoom. Ah, damn you companies. So I'm going to leave it on that. Otherwise I'm going to sit here whinging about everything else that is totally unrelated to SeaWorld. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.